Okay, I had one good sale today, two so-so sales today, but one good one that was then knocked out by a return request. So I sold this thing last month. That's some kind of a vintage tool to test the hardness of a metal surface. I don't know what it is, but it was something that had a little bit of value. I sold it for $125 on June 10th, something like that, and then got a request today to return it. So I have no real recourse on this. I'm going to just have to eat that 125, try to list it again and get that money back as soon as I can. The sale I had today, I'm going to be packing up in a little bit, was 270. So it's not quite, it doesn't quite kill my buzz today, but that 125 is going to be a hit for my June numbers, that's for sure. And June was a pretty good month, so take out 125 out of that is going to make that month suck a little bit. Anyway, I just have 3 orders today. It's only, I guess it's 8:30-ish. It's Friday night, and I have to work tomorrow at my real job. It's possible it's going to get rained out, some sort of an outdoor event. I think it's probably going to get rained out. The rain here has been the rain here has been nonstop. If it's not fireworks, it's thunderstorms. So last night was a pretty bad night with the dog, Pineapple. If you watched yesterday's video, I had him in my back on his backpack, trying to keep him calm. After that, after I finished packing up orders last night, I put him in the car and we drove around for a while. He got pretty calm, but then we got home. The weather had subsided. There was no thunder. We got home, got into bed. It's, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning. And then thunderstorms start up again. So I was up, I don't know. I was up late and then finally got a little bit of sleep. Then storms came back in the morning. So I was definitely up at 3 a.m. until 6 a.m. with him, trying to keep him from, he'll just tear the house up and hurt himself. So we can't let him do that. And it's hard. You have empathy for the guy. He is so scared and you just want him to be safe. But after 5 hours, you start to lose that empathy. And I start to lose my temper a little bit, and I'm yelling at him and I'm grabbing him, and I ended up putting him in the car again. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. We're driving around. Then I get home and he's still going on and on. So it's tough. And they're calling for rain again here tonight. It's supposed to be starting to rain now. So these pills don't do anything. Nothing helps. I got him these hemp calming pills. They don't help. The actual pills from the vet, they don't help. I don't know what we're going to do. Jessica's looking at trying to soundproof a little closet we have under our stairs and see if we can't keep him in there. But then we're worried about him. If we soundproof the room, then he's not going to be able to get air and he's going to suffocate. So I don't know what we're going to do. I'm just waiting for winter. That's all I can say. It's like he's such a good boy during the winter and we love him so much. But these summer months, this month has been especially hard. I mean, we've had 2 nights of rest, and that's when we paid $1,000 to stay in a hotel room for 2 nights. Every other night since I would say June 1st has been no sleep. Anyway, this is not an anxious dog channel. This is supposed to be an eBay channel. So let me just pack these orders, and hopefully we're going to be able to get some sleep tonight. All right, before we get packing, let's put up Thursday's orders onto this tally board. There's only 3. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 today, but we'll save those for tomorrow and add them to the list. Okay, let's see. What have we got? Should be relatively easy packing today. Stuff, 2 items here, not worth that much. This is a Blu-ray Trap, M. Night Shyamalan. This is something I got it just to watch it. And so it's been watched once and then got sold. So it's not a valuable item. $8.99 it sold for. Calling it a cost of goods of 0 because it's from my personal collection. I'm going to put, I might as well put both of these pieces of cardboard in here. It's only $9, but I don't want it to get smashed up during shipping, so we're gonna cover it with some cardboard, put it in this bubble mailer. I just made that a little bit too big, so make it a little shorter. It's probably safe to just put one sheet of cardboard on something like this. So if I'm not that talkative tonight, it's because I am exhausted. I was thinking about trying to keep him up all day today and get out and get a bunch of exercise or whatever, so that he could, maybe if he's tired out at bedtime, it wouldn't matter what storms are coming. He would just have to sleep through it because he's too exhausted, but I don't think that's probably the case. So I sat on the couch today working on doing some listings, getting some drafts ready for items that are going to be popping up in my shop here pretty soon. And he just slept the entire day. He didn't even want to go for a walk. He didn't want to do anything. He's too tired. So he slept the entire day. We had to drag him out on a walk around 7 o'clock tonight because he was not interested. Like literally had to drag him down the street. All right, what was that movie called? Trap. This is gonna be very light. 2 ounces and 9 by 7 by 1. It's going to a buyer whose initials are KW. All right, done. Okay. This one might be a little trouble. I don't know what box I have for this. It's a lid for a vintage Crockpot. I bought the Crockpot, it didn't work, so I parted it out. I can't remember what other parts I have of it, but I know there were several parts. I wonder if that, no, I don't know. I'm trying to think about double boxing this thing, but it is made out of Pyrex. The chances of it breaking are pretty low. I bought this, I got this Crockpot at resale shop, the little resale shop I'm always going to, and kind of suspected it wasn't going to work and that I was going to end up parting it out. I don't remember what I paid for the whole thing, but I've got a cost of goods of $2 on this lid. Let's cut these off right now. I know these flaps are going to come off sooner or later, so we might as well just take care of them right now. Yeah, so I have the whole, I took like multiple parts off of that Crockpot, I know for sure, but I just don't remember which. The $2 cost of goods on it, and I sold it for 30 bucks today, so it's not too bad, plus shipping. So I don't know where it's going, but I think that shipping will be pretty low on this, assuming it's not going to California. It seems like necessarily the farthest place from here. It feels like the most expensive place. So I don't know how USPS figures out those zones. Okay, that'll have a bunch of layers on the top. So I'm going to put a couple of extra pieces of cardboard on the bottom. Just give this glass lid the best chance of surviving as it can. And might as well wrap it with some bubble. I think I will. I don't know if this is going to do any good, but I'm going to crumple this paper inside here and then bubble wrap around the outside. I think I only have one more roll of bubble wrap after this. Usually I'll buy a new roll when I get down to the last one, but I haven't really been using it that much. Doesn't seem like. Okay, I'll just wrap this, go in the other direction and make it nice and tight. And then we're just gonna fill the box with paper, get the lid floating right in the middle, and we'll be good to go. Okay. Get this one pretty full of paper. Yeah, so these long flaps make it like it's double layered. So this box will be very strong, like nothing's gonna get through there. 4 layers of cardboard really in the middle where the finial on that, the handle of that lid is. That's good. Lid. This is 212. And it's gonna be 12 by 12 by 6. It's going to, oh, what happened? Okay, it's going to Louisiana, so that's not too far. JS. I think that's gonna be pretty cheap. I think it's gonna be like $6. Hopefully, maybe $7.50. Okay, then the final thing here is this Louis Vuitton wallet. I got this at a yard sale for $25, and based on my amateur authentication, you know, looking at what I've learned online and from other collectors and whatever, I'm pretty confident in the authenticity of it. I had it listed for 320 or something like that, 310. Oh shoot, there's water leaking in here from somewhere. I think I had it for 320. I got an offer today of 270, so that's close enough for me. It hasn't really been listed that long, since more than a month, but that's not too long for me. Most of my stuff sits around for months and months before it sells. It's a nice wallet. I think this little red button on the top makes it more rare than others, but I still don't understand why anybody pays that kind of money for a wallet. It doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. And I won't put any extra insurance or anything on it either. I just want it to be floating in the center of this box and then close it up. So yeah, 270 on that. I think after fees and everything, we'll probably, I don't know, if we'll break 200 on that. 10 ounces by 3, and it's only going to Michigan, SC. Okay, I'm gonna get the labels, put them on these boxes, and then come back and tell you how much money we made today. That's, you know, just one long peal of thunder in this. Oh my God, this dog. I think I might have to excuse myself and go somewhere else to sleep in the yard or something. Just let him tear the house apart. I don't know. Anyway, I got the labels on these packages, the money we made. All right, so the Trap Blu-ray, we made almost nothing, $7.48. The lid, the glass lid for the Crockpot, that label was more expensive than I thought it was going to be, so we ended up only making $20.90 on that lid. And then finally, I was pretty much right on the money with the Louis Vuitton wallet, $200 and $209.42. So today's total profit so far, it's about 9 o'clock. There could be some more orders that come in and raise this amount up, but right now it's $237.80. So that helps out our average profit per day for this month a little bit, but these days this month have been so low that it's still, I mean, get a $230 a day and it's still pretty low. So the average profit per day for the month is only $68.82. And the average profit per sale this month is $21.63. So pretty slow still, even with a big sale like this. And then having to subtract that 125 from June is a real blow. It's a blow. Anyway, I can hear Pineapple barking right now. He's hearing the thunder the same as I am. So I'm going to take these upstairs and see what I can do to calm him down. And then we'll be back tomorrow if we survive the night. So thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon. Goodbye.